We got a breaking news story tonight, unlike anything seen in American history. There's a 100-page report from Congressman James Comer accusing President Joe Biden's inner circle of using a mechanical autopen to sign executive actions without his full awareness. This means that executive orders, pardons, and possibly major national decisions may have been authorized by a machine instead of a man. And here's what makes it historic. The report says those actions may be legally meaningless, something that has never before happened in the history of the United States. Now, Comer didn't stop there. He's calling for a full investigation into Biden's own physical acuteness, but also his physician's mental capacities. Not only his physician covering up signs of mental decline of Biden, but the physician having mental decline himself. That's what they're saying. Now, that's a double bombshell. It's unprecedented. So let's be clear here, though. This is only the tip of the iceberg. In terms of cover-ups, there's always people covering things up, but who is behind it? Who are the people behind our government and other governments behind the scenes? The question is, if the president did not make these decisions, then who did? Who was the de facto unelected president behind the Autopen? And that could be the person that's involved in something called the deep state. One of many people, that hidden network of power, which never faces election, never has to run for office, but they always seem to be controlling things like marionettes behind the scene. But most people never stop to ask, who is the deep state and where do they come from? I'll tell you right now, they didn't begin in Washington. The deep state is ancient. Across the millennia, there's been unseen systems run by Satan and his fallen angels. That's right, Satan. They influence rulers, politicians, nations, and they inhabit human beings, much the way a person commandeers an autopen. Different faces, different generations, but the same dark signature. This isn't politics. This is a spiritual corruption that has tried to counterfeit truth since the snake entered the Garden of Eden. So what do? We don't blindly accept the status quo. No. We need to question everything from the world. See through the higher awareness. See actually through a lens of higher awareness. See a moral view of the world with divine clarity that exposes deception. For too long, lies have passed as truth. And they've had the dialectic, Republicans versus Democrats, etc. But that's masquerading as leadership. It's not true leadership. It's time to shatter the illusion, wake up and realize there's people behind the scenes. There are puppeteers pulling the strings. And that's the deep state. And behind the deep state is Satan. Now you know the truth. Have I become your enemy for telling you the truth? I'm Jerry McLaughlin, and this is Shattering Stereotypes.